I'm going to tell you a story that leads to a shocking revelation about the stars in the sky and how they affect your astrology and personality. I mean, commonly known as astrology. So, this is good. I've never really resonated with astrology. I did not consider myself to be this like triple earth sign, Capricorn. I would read it and be like, all right, I'll get on board. I'll get all cappy, I'll try to, but it just never, you know what I'm saying? So one day this woman is here at one of my gatherings and she says, oh, like tropical astrology is just like matrix astrology. I'm like, what now? What is she talking about? What? And I was like, but something in me was like, that resonates. Like, I don't know what she's talking about, but like, yes, tell me more. So as the reality algorithm would have it, I came across a video of this woman named Ola, and she starts talking about the headlines as matrix astrology. I'm like, whoa. And the thing is, I didn't have my phone on me at the time that, my other friend was telling me the thing. So if you think that's what happened, it's not. It wasn't listening. I actually believe that the reality is way more AI sort of based, like in that same kind of principle than we realize. I mean, there's no other way to explain synchronicity and the magic. Maybe magic is just AI. I mean, it's kind of fucked up. But anyway, so I watched this video and she is like, my mind just gets blown over and over. She's basically saying that Western, first of all, there is a way to read the stars, but that it's absolutely not Western tropical astrology. That is an actual diversion from the truth of who you are. And the more I've been learning about this, she didn't say this, but I'm saying this, the Western astrology almost speaks directly to the ego. Now, I don't know what the deal is with this. Like, I don't know if it's that anything that's a certain degree off, like they say that our planet is X amount of degrees off, right? And that the music is supposed to be at like 442 or something, but it's at 440. It's like everything's just like a little off. And when it's a little off, it's like it just misses the mark. But I think that it misses the mark with intentionality into like some sort of ego-based perception of a thing. I don't know if that makes sense, hopefully. Anyway, let me just keep going. So in another video of hers, I went down the rabbit hole and I watched all these videos and I wanted to see how she actually did correct astrology. And I'm just gonna like make a post and on my website with all these links so that whoever wants to can go down the rabbit hole and check this out because it is a fucking revelation. So I watch her do it and she's like, look, go do it for yourself. Like, you don't need to trust me. You don't need to just like take my word for it. Go to the ephemeris. Go to these astronomical sites and you can see the sky you can put in any location and it'll show you the sky and it'll even have a filter that you can put on to see where the constellations were and see. Retroactively, go to your birth date and the place of your birth and see what was in the sky at that exact moment. Now, let me tell you, this was the turning point. This was where I literally like almost fell into a million pieces. I don't really mean fell into pieces. It's not for the reason you think, okay? I'll get there. So it shows a completely different, not completely different, but like different enough, okay? We're not talking 3 degrees off. We're talking like 30 freaking degrees off, okay? Like the fact that, like a few years back, astrology was talking about this. Everyone was talking about it. Oh, it's like 3 degrees. No. No. It's like 30, okay? It's like 30. So I'm essentially a Sagittarius through and through. I'm a Sag rising. No, my rising's Taurus still. I'm a Sag with a Sag moon instead of a Capricorn with a Capricorn moon. And then everything else changes. So then I started thinking, okay, if this is true, then what about my human design and my gene keys? Like, those aren't right. So I have to figure that out. So, of course, someone had already thought of it based on this. It's a very specific type of calculation, because there's a lot of ways to calculate a chart, right? But like, there's a true way that you can actually see. And then the rest of it is, I don't know what the fuck the rest of it is. I mean, I know that there's also like galactic center astrology, which is pretty epic. Like, that's like your chart based on not the sun, but galactic center. That's pretty rad. But that's another story for another time. Anyway, so someone had come up with a human design based on this correct thing. And I look at it, and my entire chart is completely different. I'm no longer a generator. I'm a manifesting generator. Every single key is different. It's not even like they're in different placements. It's a completely different chart, and it says something entirely different. So there's also the option for gene keys, and that's, you know, it's the same information. It's just a different way of reading it. So this is the main thing that I want to get through, and I'm being a little careful with what I'm saying here, because, you know, stupid social media will just like shut me down. So I'm just going to give you one example. In my old chart, I had the cross of obscuration in human design, which meant that I am here to be obscure, to, you know, I can hide, I cannot tell people where I am, but I'm also meant to go and find obscure things like what I'm sharing right now, and decide in a way, like filter through all that and decide what's worthy of the community, and then present that to the community. But in my new chart, so now I'm using the terminology of gene keys now. My life work is the number 11. And the Siddhic state, the enlightened state of the 11th key, is light. The shadow is freaking obscuration. How many times have you heard the word obscuration? Is this something that you, you know, hear all the time? No. It's a very specific word. And so essentially what my new chart is telling me is that if I'm ever in obscuration, I am off track. So do you see the problem? The old one is saying, this is your whole life's purpose, is to be obscure. And that feels comfortable for me. I'm loving this. I'm loving being in the middle of nowhere, like answering to no one, seeing no one. It's like heaven. But according to the new chart, that's how I know that I'm off track. I know I'm off track if I'm in anything obscure. So it's like my old chart, the calculation was literally keeping my own genius from me. And the reason that I feel like it's so important right now to make this video is because I've been talking about human design for like a hot one, right? Like a while, and gene keys, and loving them, and loving them, just loving Ra and loving Richard. But like, I've had more people contact me in the past, I don't know, like month, being like, oh my God, I finally got into human design. Like, oh my God. And we're all being led quite literally away from our genius. So there are so many implications to this. Like, I don't even know where to begin with it, but to tell you, like, go on this journey. Do not waste another fucking second with your old chart. I'm telling you, I listened to Karen Curry Parker talking about this, about the two types of charts, the way to run it. Whatever feels better to you. No, Karen, no. No. That's a lie. And that's somebody who is so deeply invested that for her to then say that she's wrong, right? that she's been doing it wrong this whole time. And even the fucking creators of the systems have been doing it wrong the whole time. I know that's a bold statement. I know it is. But if it weren't for the fact that I have seen my own constellations in the sky, in the ephemeris, I wouldn't even think twice about it. But I went and I saw it, right? You cannot hide that from me anymore. Obviously, I can't go back in time and see the sky. But like, this is about as close as it's going to get. And the cool thing is that you can track it. I mean, you can literally go on the website and say, oh, that's where Venus is tonight. Like, let me go outside and see that. So then, you know, by going back in time, you could, you know, hypothetically, like, see the progression, right? It's like, there's no way to hide the reality. So anyway, I feel like we're all being led, and like the people that I've said this to that have like seen their two charts, it's like the ego, my own ego, my old chart had like the 61, 62, 64, like I had all the highest keys and I was like, thought I was like so evolved, you know? Now they're all like nothing. All my keys are nothing, but very humbling, but not nothing, because there's no such thing as nothing. They're all amazing. But there's a deliberate, like, I don't know, a deliberate misdirection, and people are attached to their charts. It's like, why are we attached to any of this? First of all, like, what, you really think Jesus, whoever he was, if he even, do you really think Jesus was an Aries? Come on. Do you think Jesus was like a Capricorn? Come on. You transcend all of this stuff, right? So it's like, it's very juvenile of me even to be so attached to this thing. But my main issue is not the chart. My main issue is the misdirection. I do not appreciate it. And I do not appreciate my loved ones and my brothers and sisters from another misters being misled, because the genius, that, you know what? That's my mission. That's my thing. I love genius. I love witnessing it in others. I love like, I have like a full body reaction in witnessing genius at work. Like, I can't imagine a higher aspiration than to unveil one's genius in this lifetime. So anything that's trying to take us away from that is in my naughty list. They are getting a piece of coal for Christmas from me. Naughties. Naughty adversaries. So yeah, definitely worth looking into. And, you know, just be open to it. And even just like for an exercise, like what could this possibly mean? I mean, when I saw that my life's work is light, I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I've been drawing rays out of in my art. All my art always has rays coming out of everything. Everything. I know it's trendy now, but like, I've been doing that shit forever. And like, I think that was literally like my own genius speaking to me, my high self speaking to me through my own artwork. I don't know why I did it. I mean, I could have just drawn auras, but no, it was always light. Like, so I don't know, something fun there, but I'm not attached to it. I'm not going to say it's like the end all be all. It's not the everything. I am the everything. You are the everything. We are the everythings. We are the everythings. I got to make a bumper sticker. I'm doing that now. Bumper stickers. Okay. I got it out. I said what I had to say. This is like the longest video ever. I don't even know where I'm going to put it. Be well. Much love. Many kisses. Many hugs. Bye.